And welcome into Leake Academy Rebel basketball from Boswell Media Sports. Breck Riley with you for our final game of the coverage of the 5A North State Tournament. This is going to be the boys' game today. This is the third place or consolation bracket, whatever you want to call that. It will be your Leake Academy Rebels taking on their division rivals, the Cougars from Simpson Academy. Taking a quick look in the rear view as how we got here to this point. It was the Leake Academy Rebels getting that big win to start the tournament on Tuesday, taking on Bio Academy 58-55 in double overtime. A little bit later that night, this Simpson Academy team blew out Pillow Academy 70-33. And then on Wednesday, it was Heritage Academy defeating Wayne Academy 62-37. And then in the nightcap of that one, Rossville defeated Lamar 66-28. And then on Friday, yesterday, we had a couple of games. It was Rossville and Simpson that started off the boys' side of the bracket with it winning, I should say Rossville winning on a buzzer beater, 65-64. A big shot right as time expired gave Rossville the win and put them into the championship tournament last night. In the nightcap, it was Heritage defeating Leake 54-19. So we have the third place game right now, then with Leake and Simpson, and then following that, it will be the championship game, Heritage taking on Rossville. Breck Riley with you, Billy Steen back at the studio. And if you didn't hear, or maybe you weren't able to follow along with the girls game, the Lady Rebels lost 67-58 to Bio Academy, and so they finish as the number 4 seed out of the North. But hey, they will still be able to play next week in the North State tournament. In the state tournament that will be played at Copiah Academy. So there is still more Leake Academy Rebels and Lady Rebels basketball after today. We don't know that bracket obviously won't be set until this tournament is finished, and the tournament down in the South is also finished. So brackets may be coming out possibly later tonight, tomorrow, or on Monday. So be sure to follow all the news outlets, the social media channels for Leake Academy, and also for Boswell Media. We'll get those shared and ready to go. Philip Palmetry, voice of the Rebels, will be back on the call for those next week down in Gallman. And one thing we did want to mention is that during the break after the girls' championship game, they did announce the all-tournament team, and Anna Morgan Young from Leake Academy was the lone Leake Academy Rebel named to the all-tournament team. And I tallied up. She had 28 total points during the tournament. Obviously, that's not counting assists and rebounds and everything. That it's kind of a little bit more difficult for us to keep when we're trying to broadcast and run commercials. And today I'm playing cameraman as well, so we are just able to keep up with the points. But we know that Coach Amanda Hatch will have the full stats updated online on Max Preps, after today. So if you want to see how Anna Morgan Young, her full stat line for the 3 games that the Lady Rebels played here at the tournament, as I said, it'll be up on that after the games today. But hey, these teams today, Leake and Simpson, no strangers, as they've played each other twice this season, and both of those were wins by Simpson. They played back on January 5th in Madden. Tight game. That one went into overtime. The Rebels end up losing 61-59. And then down in Mendenhall on January 23rd, it was a loss, 13-point loss, 59-46. So the Leake Academy Rebels looking for a little bit of a revenge against their division rivals. Coach Jason Morgan and the Rebels come in at 26-9 on the season, while the Cougars, they are 26-4, just 4 losses. They were a perfect 10-0 in division play. They're coached by Josh McNulty. And it is, needed a bit of a bounce-back game if you're the Rebels after last night's performance. Weren't able to ever get in a rhythm. 54-19 the loss. And, just not a great night shooting. And so it's one of those games where you got to have a short memory because you got to put that game behind you because you got a talented Simpson Academy team standing across the court from you. So it is going to be a night, and the winner of this one gets the 3 seed next week, and the loser would be the 4 seed in that tournament. And we got about 2 minutes left on the clock, so what we'll do is we'll step aside for a 1 minute break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for you. This is the Moore's Pharmacy pregame show, Leake Academy Rebel Basketball from Boswell Media Sports.
Moore's Pharmacy is my go-to pharmacy. I can pick up all my meds, shop for any occasion, get my gifts wrapped, and feel like part of the family while I'm there. There's nothing like shopping at home, supporting the very people I work with, go to church with, and am friends with. Moore's Pharmacy is a true asset to our community. Shortest wait, quickest service, and great prices. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Dr. Ryan Anderson and his crew at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic love getting to know you and your pet. In addition to your pet's health care, they offer boarding that will be your fur baby's home away from home. Become a member of the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic family today. Download the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic app or go to centralmississippianimalclinic.com. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, Highway 35, Carthage.
Get your free 55-inch TV during the free in February sale at Woodstock Furniture Value Center. Living rooms plus free 55-inch TV, $9.98. Queen bedrooms plus free 55-inch TV, $8.98. Dining sets only $3.48. Or furnish all 3 rooms plus a free 55-inch TV, $19.99. Plus, it's all backed by our low price and same-day delivery guarantee with no credit needed and no money down. Only at Woodstock Furniture Value Center in Meridian, Philadelphia, and WoodstockValueCenter.com.
Boswell Media Sports.
All right, we're back here just in time to hear the starting lineups for tonight's contest. It will be the Rebels in their road blue uniforms because they are the home team. The away team. And the Simpson will go with the home whites. So, getting the start for Leake Academy, the 6'3 senior Ben Jackson. 25, Samuel Prince, the sophomore. Number 22, Gage Warren, Jake Freeney, and Jack Harkins. So those are the starters. You can look for Gage Smith gets the start, a junior. Colin Jenkins, a senior. Chance Funchess. 15, Bryce Williams. And 21, Ben Kennedy. So Smith, Jenkins, Funchess, Williams, Kennedy. And for the Rebels, it's Harkins, Jackson, Warren, Freeney, and Prince. So it will be Ben Jackson stepping to the midcourt stripe, getting ready for the tip-off. Those starting lineups are presented to you by Baptist Medical Leak, and your tip-off is brought to you by South Group Cox. So it will be Jackson jumping against Funchess. And we're underway. Gonna have a mulligan here. So Funchess will get the tip. He controls it back to Kennedy, and the Simpson Cougars will go into their offense. Williams can't hang on to it, loses, and then there's a strike of a pass. Two-handed overhand, and not a fastball. That's lost over the inline, or turnover gives it to the Rebels. Prince inbounds it to Warren. Warren back to Prince, and then Warren has to grab it way up top. On the push up the floor, there will be no foul. They say Warren stepped on the sideline there. So back-to-back turnovers. Teams exchange turnovers, and it's air ball from Gage Smith. Prince with the loose basketball for Leake. You got Freeney and Harkins exchanging passes. Get it to Prince, and then in the corner to Warren, who's open for a three. A little bit short. Rebound comes right back to Gage Smith. And the Cougars run it quickly. Colin Jenkins back across to Kennedy. Kennedy around to Smith. And from the front of the key, that is Colin Jenkins. who drives home a three to open the scoring. 3-0. 1 minute ticked off the clock. Prince is going to try to answer. Shot off the mark just a little bit. Funchess rebounds it. Goes quickly, then he stops. Be another three on the way. And that one's good by Bryce Williams. The Simpson team hot to start off the game, 6-0. Jackson finds Warren, who's able to break it to the goal for a left side layup. The Rebels do a good job breaking the pressure, and they get all their first points. It's 6-2. First quarters for Rebel basketball are presented by Carthage Veterinary Clinic. You got Gage Smith, can't finish at the rim. Had a good move. It runs around the rim, and it is Freeney who brings it up the floor and tries a three that hits, I don't know if it hit the bottom of the net or anything, but it goes out of bounds. Prince couldn't save it. So at the 6-minute mark, it will be the Simpson Academy Cougars pushing it up. And Warren with the steal. He's going to try to go in, and he will be fouled on the breakaway. That one should go against Williams. So it's his first, team first. Warren inbounds to Jackson. Jackson bounce pass over to Harkins. It's stolen away by Smith. He's got a breakaway. He'll go and lay it off the glass for two. 8 points for Simpson, and there's a kickball as Freeney tried to outlet pass it up the floor to Harkins, and Funchess was there just to stick his foot out, kick it off the scorer's table. Prince and Harkins exchanging the pass. Then it's a loose basketball. Jackson tries to save it, but he saves it right back over to a white jersey. And then back up the floor, Prince and Freeney both tip a pass away. Knock it out of bounds. So we'll stay right here in front of us. Smith gets it. Should say Gage Smith. There are 3 Smiths on the team, and they are number 3, 4, and 5. Right now there's only one Smith on the floor. It's number 5, and the shot doesn't go in for the Cougars. Ben Jackson gets a rebound for the Rebels. 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Jackson back to the basket. One extra pass. Freeney to Harkins. 3 off the mark, and a quick throw from Jenkins all the way up top to Funchess. Funchess will get a transition 3. And he makes it. 3 threes for the Cougars. After the inbounds pass, it will be Jenkins called for a foul. He tried to reach in and poke the ball on the pass away from Ben Jackson. Got a little too much body. So Bryce Williams will go to the bench, and it is Toby Smith. So now we do have 2 Smiths on the floor. One's 3 and one's 5. Toby Smith comes in and knocks that pass away from Freeney back in the backcourt. Prince inbounded in front of the Leake bench. Freeney has to get it past the timeline, and he does, but it is tipped away and stolen. Gage Smith will try to go. Last second tips it off. And a good block from behind by Prince, but he's going to be called for a foul. And that will then Ben Kennedy to the line. Prince's the first on Leake as well. 11-2, Simpson with the lead. Kennedy tries to extend it, but he can't with his first free throw. A lot of guys coming in, new bodies for the Rebels. Lucas Thomas, Matthew Nowell, and I believe Trey Clark checked in. He did. That second free throw is also off the mark, and it's Prince who gets the rebound for the Rebels. Matthew Nowell pushing up the floor, giving it to Clark. Matthew Nowell gets it back. Now to Prince. Warren wanted to go down low, but nothing there. Thomas loses the handle on it, gets it back. Throws it up to Nowell to reset. Halfway point of the first quarter. Rebels trailing it by 9. Walk down low to Thomas. Thomas up top to Nowell, who sends a three on its way, and it's short. It's off the front of the rim. Chance Funchess tracks down the rebound for the Rebels. Steps inside the free throw line. The pull-up jumper is good for Funchess. 5 points for him, and it's a double-digit lead for the Simpson Academy Cougars, but is Matthew Nowell taking it coast to coast to get the Rebels their second basket. Turnover will give the ball back to Leake. 13-4. Rebels trying to get it over to Nowell again, but Gage Smith stuck his foot out, kicked the basketball. First quarter for Rebel basketball, presented by Carthage Veterinary Clinic. Nowell will bring the basketball across the midcourt stripe, kind of directing some traffic. Ian Prince exchanged the pass. Warren gets it down to Clark on a baseline jumper. It's short, hits the rim. Goes right into the hands of Ben Kennedy. Funchess will spin, try to go up and out. Now he kicks it back out. There's a long three on the way from Jenkins. It's a little bit short, and it's Prince with the basketball. Now, once again, Matthew Nowell kind of calling out his offense. And Clark exchanging passes back and forth. Now Clark will step up, fire a long three, short. Rebound Smith, or Gage Smith. He throws it forward quickly to Ben Kennedy, who gets fouled as he's going to the lane, but he gets the basket to go in. Foul goes against Lucas Thomas. It's his first foul. Kennedy has 2 points, and it's back to an 11-point lead for Simpson, 15-4. Should just be one shot. So that one rattles in and out. Kennedy cannot complete the old-fashioned three-pointer. Matthew Nowell quickly goes up the floor and stops, and it's triple team. Has to throw it back out to Clark. 2-minute mark, first quarter. Rebels trailing by 11. Pass tipped, stolen away. That is Toby Smith. Tries to go behind the back. He had it knocked away by Nowell, but he is able to recover and get the 2 points. It's 17-4. Clark wanted to go down to Ben Jackson. He's guarded very well by Chance Funchess. Rebels still working it around the perimeter. Jackson with the basketball at the top of the key. Clark back up to Nowell. Nowell in the middle to Jackson. On the wing to Clark. And Jackson will get it. Now he'll get a good little pass down to Prince, who lays it up off the glass for 2 points. The Rebels needed that. It's been a while since they had any buckets. 17-6. Prince steals it in the backcourt on the inbounds pass. Gets another layup. Big play right there. 4-point possession for the Rebels as we hit the 1-minute mark to play. Cuts it back to a single-digit lead for Simpson at 9. Gage Smith sends up a long three. Misses its mark. Tate Edwards rebounds for the Rebels. He gives way to Nowell. Nowell pushes. He's going to try to go in. Throw up a right hand off the glass. Is good for 2 points. 17-10. Chance Funchess over to Kennedy. That's Toby Smith. Kennedy gets it to Gage Smith. Smith loses it. Jenkins is able to track it down and reset some offense for the Cougars. And Funchess loses it to Kennedy. Simpson kind of having some trouble hanging on to the basketball. They'll bounce it down low. There got Jenkins. It's Gage Smith with 9 seconds left. Back to Jenkins. Here's to Kennedy. to Gage Smith. 3. He'll go up, in, and under, and make the basket on a little reverse layup. Give it to Gage Smith. And after 1 quarter of play, it's a 9-point lead for Simpson Academy. We'll step aside for 60 seconds.
Baptist Leake Rural Health Clinics have a variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health. Providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
Experience the South Group Cox Agency difference. We work with clients of established businesses, startups, young and established families, retirees, and high net worth individuals. South Group Cox has a statewide presence, local knowledge, and superior expertise. We are committed to be your hometown and long-term trusted advisor and have access to insurance and risk management solutions while at the same time offering you coverage options at an affordable rate. South Group Cox Agency open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 207 West Main Street, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
At the start of the second quarter, it's a 9-point lead for the Simpson Academy Cougars. Matthew Nowell tries to go up, in, and under, has a shot blocked, but able to get a rebound, fire up another 3. Ben Jackson gets a rebound. He's up top to Jack Harkins, and Harkins is called for a travel. Did a little pump fake and carried the basketball. Walked the basketball, I should say. Rebels put some pressure in the backcourt. Major Chandler in the game now. Looks like he came in for Samuel Prince. Prince is not on the floor. And then driving in and getting a little runner is Gage Smith. Smith with 6 points. Turnover up the floor, gives it back to Simpson. And there was a zig when you should have zagged moment between Colin Jenkins and Toby Smith. Smith just stopped running as Jenkins was going to try to pass it over to him. 21-10. The lead for the Cougars. Double team on Harkins. Now it's back to Nowell to set up a new play. Now we'll drive and kick. Edwards drives, gets to Harkins. Harkins down low to Jackson. Jackson goes up and under, has it blocked from behind, gets a rebound, goes back up, can't get that one to go. And Jenkins gets it but falls down. He's getting up very slowly. Back up the floor. Gage Smith fires a 3. Long rebound comes right back out to him. Jenkins able to come back, get another rebound, and this time it's Major Chandler controls the basketball, who gives it to Nowell, who tries to go coast to coast. He cannot. But there is a foul under the goal, and that will go against Colin Jenkins, his second. That's the first here in the second quarter. And Matthew Nowell will step to the line. Nowell's got 4 points for the Rebels. Prince with 4, Warren with 2. First free throw is short. And a new player coming in for the Cougars. That was Bryce Williams, who checked back in. There'll be a timeout. Let's see, it is going to be a 30-second timeout for Simpson. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Rebels trail it by 10 with 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station. Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Boswell Media Sports.
(21-11). Your score here from Bio Academy, the first of the two on championship Saturday, as the Simpson Academy Cougars were able to find Bryce Williams open under the goal, banking a 2-point shot. They lead 23-11 over Leake. This is the consolation game. And working for seeding on the state tournament next week. Tate Edwards launches a log 3. Rebound goes right to Lucas Thomas, who's able to put it back in for 2. Rebound there by Thomas to get it up and in, and it's back to a 10-point game. Bryce Williams to Gage Smith. Smith over to Gage Smith to Toby Smith. Toby Smith able to drive and get a two-hand lay-in to sit it back to a 12-point lead, 25-13. Toby Smith again steals a pass, and he'll go up for another left-handed layup. This time, Coach Jason Morgan wants a full timeout, as it's a 14-point lead for Simpson now with 5:20 to go until halftime.
Winter in central Mississippi may feel a bit different than other regions. It could feel like winter in the morning and summer by the afternoon. To keep your home comfortable, which may mean adjusting your thermostat by a few degrees, Central Electric recommends setting your thermostat at 68 degrees and changing your HVAC filters once a month. Make sure to seal your doors and windows if air is escaping or coming in. Central Electric, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
What's the 3 most important words in sports? We got game. And In Sports, located in Philadelphia, can take yours to another level. Whether it's custom printing for your home team or our local high schools, you can always count on In Sports when it comes to having what you need when you need to look your best. From apparel to accessories, let In Sports at 431 Beacon Street in Philadelphia prove to you what it means when they say, we got game.
In Sports, proud supporter of the Leake Academy Rebels. Boswell Media Sports.
Out of the timeout, the Rebels inbound it to Samuel Prince, who has come back in the ballgame. It's a 14-point deficit for Leake. Warren tries to dip it over to Lucas Thomas, cutting to the basket, and he couldn't hold on to it. So Thomas will go out. Ben Jackson will step back in. These teams played some close ball games in the regular season. I told you in the pregame, that game in Madden, overtime, a 2-point loss for Simpson. Simpson hasn't lost very many games, just 4. One of those was last night on a buzzer beater by Rossville. Cougars are just kind of keeping the ball way away from the basket here. Chance Funches throws it across to Ben Kennedy. Kennedy back to Gage Smith. Matthew Nowell tips the pass away, but Smith is able to run it down. No look pass from Gage Smith over to Toby Smith. Toby Smith drives with the left-hand floater. Smith to Smith connection there. Matthew Nowell dribbling, and he's getting hit everywhere, but no calls. Prince throws it in the corner to Warren. Tipped away by Toby Smith. Warren gets it out of the air, but there was a foul called before Warren grabbed it and went to the basket. Goes against Jenkins, his 3rd. So Jenkins goes to the bench, and it's Bryce Williams that comes back in. On the inbounds pass, they get it to Rebels, get it to Prince, who's able to put it up and in for 2. 6 points for Prince. There is a timeout on the floor. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 29-15, 4 minutes to play in the half. We're back in 30 seconds.
When it comes to being champions of the hardwood, nobody knows what it takes to dominate the way the Rebels and Welch Forest Product does. Welch Forest Products in Union can clear timber from your property with the least amount of possible damage. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation thinning, or site prep, call Paul Welch now at 601-774-8200.
Anyone who thinks they're better than Welch Forest Products or Leake Academy Rebel basketball,
hard to the rim, gets it in, and she'll go to the line. Count the basket.
Is barking up the wrong tree.
Boswell Media Sports.
29-15. It's Leake's division rival with the 14-point lead. The midway point of the second quarter. Chance Funchess throws. It's tipped by Prince. He can't pull down with it. And then Toby Smith drives, kicks it out to Bryce Williams. And then we have a whistle and over the back call. Or maybe the ball went off the top and it was a dead ball. Either way, it's Rebels basketball. Nowell with the big motor going to try to go in. Stop. Looking for something. Goes up, in, and underhand shots it in for 2 points. What we would call the old granny shot, where you just kind of go underhanded with 2 hands. He did it with 2 white jerseys in his face, 29-17. Bryce Williams will fire a long 3. That one hits the top of the backboard. Funchess gets the rebound and goes back up for 2. That's 8 points for the junior Chance Funchess. Back to a 14-point lead. Gage Warren high off the glass over the outstretched hand of Funchess. Warren with 4 points. 3 minutes to play. That one, little runner by Toby Smith, goes in good. Toby Smith off the bench has come in and made things happen. Oh, Prince gets it down low, then quickly covered by Toby Smith. He'll throw it back out to Clark on the left wing for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound Simpson. Funchess thought about pulling a 3, but Samuel Prince is standing in front of him, made him change his mind. Matthew Nowell with the steal. He gives it off to Prince. Prince going to try to go all the way, alters the shot. He does. Nowell with the rebound, can't get it to go. Prince with another rebound blocked by Funchess. Nowell with another opportunity. This time it's Toby Smith pulls down the loose basketball. Toby Smith throws to Funchess, who will launch a 3 from the corner. Short rebound right to Gage Warren for the Rebels. Nowell up to Clark. Clark way cross court to Warren. Prince open at the top for a 3, and it's good. Samuel Prince with the first Junction 3 of the game makes it 33-22 with 97 seconds to go until the half.
Hey guys, it's Dane Calton and Glenn Gregory with Krausen Auto World, and with the new year comes new opportunities to save big time as we close out the 2023 models here at Krausen Auto World.
We've got to make room for the 2024 models, and now is the time to get the best deals of the year.
With thousands available in rebates and financing as low as 2.9%, it makes both dollars and cents to get into the car or truck you've always wanted.
Just minutes away from where you are, let us show you why Krausen Auto World is worth the drive from anywhere.
Check out our inventory in person at Highway 15 North in Louisville,
or go online at KrausenAutoWorld.net.
97 seconds to play. Rebels trail at 33-22. It was Samuel Prince Junction 3. They cut into that 14-point lead right before we went to a break. Appreciate you hanging around, joining us on what is I don't know what it's like back in the Madden, Carthage, Philadelphia, Kosciuszko area. But it's dreary in the Mississippi Delta. It's raining, about ankle-deep water when we were coming in the gym this morning. The Rebels put some pressure on Funchess in the backcourt. Funchess is able to find it's Ben Kennedy, but he's blocked from behind. Matthew Nowell on a breakaway. He'll be blocked from behind, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Toby Smith called for the foul. It'll be his first. Nowell takes a trip to the line. He's 1 for 2 this afternoon. Oh, Nowell can't get the roll on that one. Stick around for the Wendy's halftime report. Trying to tally up some point totals for you. Nowell can't get either of them to go. That one hard off the back iron. Double team in the backcourt. The Funchess. Rebels go up and block Kennedy. And then there's a foul after the rebound That will go against Ben Kennedy. So, yeah, Kennedy had a little bit of an open shot there, and he didn't get it. A little frustration when the Rebels were able to rebound it. 1 minute to play. Funchess knocks the pass away in the backcourt. Can't finish the breakaway. There he goes up. That time it's Williams who gets the shot and draws the foul. It is Ben Jackson charged with that foul. His first, just the third on, or I should say just the second on the Rebels here this quarter. The free throw rattles in and out. 50 seconds to go, and then on the push back up the floor, the ball goes out in front of the Simpson bench. Ben Jackson throws it way across court. It's Trey Clark in the corner. Long three goes off the far side of the rim, right into the arms of Gage Smith. 13-point lead for Simpson. Now there's Warren with a steal and a breakaway and an easy layup. Good defense by Warren. 6 points for the freshman. There's a whistle and a charge, an offensive foul on Gage Smith in the backcourt. Rebels can get it down to single digits right here. They're able to put some points on the board. .35-24. It is Freeney who gets it inbounds, and he tries to find Warren. Warren has to run it down in front of the Leake bench. And then there's a whistle and a travel. Smith and Warren kind of got tied up, and then when Warren went to spin, he lost his footing and backpedaled, walked with the basketball. 10 seconds left. Funchess throws it forward to Smith. Gage Smith, we should say. Gage Smith throws course to Johnson. Now Toby Smith will launch a three at the buzzer. Not there. Rebound is tracked down, but no shot can go up. So at the half, it is Simpson Academy 35, Leake Academy 24. We're going to take a break. Come back, give you some halftime stats in our Wendy's halftime report.
Experience the South Group Cox Agency difference. We work with clients of established businesses, startups, young and established families, retirees, and high net worth individuals. South Group Cox has a statewide presence, local knowledge, and superior expertise. We are committed to be your hometown and long-term trusted advisor and have access to insurance and risk management solutions while at the same time offering you coverage options at an affordable rate. South Group Cox Agency open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 207 West Main Street, Carthage.
When it comes to being champions of the hardwood, nobody knows what it takes to dominate the way the Rebels and Welch Forest Product does. Welch Forest Products in Union can clear timber from your property with the least amount of possible damage. Whether it's management, forestry care, pine plantation thinning, or site prep, call Paul Welch now at 601-774-8200.
Anyone who thinks they're better than Welch Forest Products or Leake Academy Rebel basketball,
Heart of the rim, gets it in, and she'll go to the line. Count the basket.
is barking up the wrong tree.
Dr. Ryan Anderson and his crew at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic love getting to know you and your pets. In addition to your pet's health care, they offer boarding that will be your fur baby's home away from home. Become a member of the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic family today. Download the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic app or go to centralmississippianimalclinic.com. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, Highway 35, Carthage. Winter in central Mississippi may feel a bit different than other regions. It could feel like winter in the morning and summer by the afternoon. To keep your home comfortable, which may mean adjusting your thermostat by a few degrees, Central Electric recommends setting your thermostat at 68 degrees and changing your HVAC filters once a month. Make sure to seal your doors and windows if air is escaping or coming in. Central Electric, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
What's the 3 most important words in sports? We got game. And In Sports, located in Philadelphia, can take yours to another level. Whether it's custom printing for your home team or our local high schools, you can always count on In Sports when it comes to having what you need when you need to look your best. From apparel to accessories, let In Sports at 431 Beacon Street in Philadelphia prove to you what it means when they say, we got game.
In Sports, proud supporter of the Leake Academy Rebels.
Whether it's the game of basketball or life itself, nobody wants to watch it from the sidelines. Performance Therapy and their 2 closest locations in Carthage and Philadelphia. Their professional and experienced team of therapists provide occupational speech and physical therapy and can customize a plan for both in location or online sessions. For more information, visit their locations on Highway 16 in Carthage or on Beacon Street in Philadelphia. Performance Therapy, proud supporter of Leake Academy basketball. When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Hey, if you're tired of being cooped up, well, let me suggest that you head down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage. After all, they rule the roost when it comes to being the #1 Big Dutchman dealer in the state. Plus, they carry all the brand names you've come to count on when it comes to your poultry products. Ozark Ag is also proud to be the sole distributor of Casco product line disinfectants. And they have exceptional poultry house service, maintenance, and supplies just waiting for you. So do yourself a favor. Stop feeling all cooped up and get down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's the Wendy's halftime report. Breck Riley with you from Bio Academy. Halftime of the boys' consolation game. Simpson Academy and Leake Academy right now. It is Simpson Academy up 35-24 over your Leake Academy Rebels. Looking into the stat book for the Rebels leading the team, Samuel Prince. No surprise there. He's got 9 points. Then you got Matthew Nowell off the bench with 7 points. It's Gage Warren, who's got 6 points, and then Lucas Thomas with 2 points. For the Simpson Academy Cougars, you have Toby Smith, who leads all scorers with 10. Off the bench, did not start, but he came on strong there in the second quarter. He had 8 points in the second quarter. And then it is Chance Funchess with 7 points. Gage Smith has 6 points. It's Bryce Williams with 5, Ben Kennedy with 4, and Colin Jenkins with 3 points. So that's the look at the stats, and just to give you an update on the tournament and everything, this is the 3rd game of the day. This is Championship Saturday, so what you have is you have the consolation game for the girls, championship game for the girls, consolation game for the boys, championship game for the boys. The Leake Academy Lady Rebels fell in the girls' consolation game 67-58, and then Rossville won over East Rankin 38-35. So that means Rossville is the 1 seed, East Rankin is the 2, Bio is the 3, and Leake is the 4 for the state tournament next week. So if I have everything right, they would have to play a 1 seed out of the South District. So whoever wins the South State tournament, and those brackets should be available, if not later today, then tomorrow at some point. And so same thing going on here with the boys. The Simpson Academy and Leake Academy boys are playing for the 3 or 4 seeds in the state tournament next week, and Heritage and Rossville will play following this for the 1 or the 2 seeds. So that's kind of how it breaks down when it comes to the tournaments and the brackets and the seedings. And that tournament next week is in Gallman. It'll be hosted by Capaya Academy. So it'll be down there, South Mississippi, down I-55, not too far down there, south of Jackson. And that's where the games will be played. So the Rebels are hoping that there'll be a 3 seed in that tournament, but they got a little ground to make up as they trail it by 11, 35-24. This is the 3rd meeting of the season between these division foes. And so far, Simpson has held serve, and they're holding serve right now. That puts a wrap on the Wendy's halftime report. And we'll get you ready for the third quarter. That's brought to you by In Sports. So we'll flip ends of the court, and Leake will be shooting it right here in front of us. We've had the Rebels and Lady Rebels have been the visiting team every game. So from where we're sitting right here, the second half, they shoot the ball right in the basket in front of us. And as we said, the boys are the visitors with the dark blue jerseys with the gray numerals and outlined in red. The Simpson Academy Cougars, they are the white team. They got all whites, white jerseys, white shorts. They have Simpson written in red across the chest, and they have red numerals with a blue outline. So the Cougars get the ball first to start the half, and we're underway. Chance Funches gets a shot up. He gets Lucas Thomas up in the air, off balance. And Thomas called for the foul as he tried to go up and block the shot. Funches will step to the line. 7 points for the junior. He'll be shooting a pair. He finds the bottom of the basket for the first one. He makes both. 9 points for Funches. Pretty good crowd. Made the trip from Madden. You know, the Madden Mafia. They travel just about as well as anybody in the state. Matthew Nowell goes hard to the rim, and his head's almost taken off. Not quite sure who the foul was called on, but Nowell will step to the line. There was about 3 jerseys in there that it could have been called on. 37-24. Nowell's first off the mark to the side. If you haven't listened or watched or followed along with the game so far, this is the first one that you've been able to follow along with. Nowell makes that one. We can't see the scoreboard. The scoreboard that has the fouls on it is on the same wall that I'm standing on. So it is on the other side of the floor. I cannot see it. So that's why when there's a foul, we don't always know who it's called for it. Funches goes up for a shot. It's no good. Rebound is put back up by Jenkins, and he can't get it to go. Rebels eventually come away with it. It was Samuel Prince. It is Matthew Nowell shooting a 3, and it doesn't find anything, goes out of bounds. It'll be Simpson basketball. Simpson going quickly. Gage Smith over to Colin Jenkins. And Jenkins rattles home a 3. That's his second shot, second made basket, second made 3. Rebels break the press with Gage Warren. He'll pull up a 3 from the left wing. Rebound goes right over to Bryce Williams. Jenkins keeps going up the floor as Funches left open in the corner. He thought about pulling, now he drives and pulls back out. It's Williams who pulls up from the right wing. It's short. Prince pulls it in for the Rebels. It's Nowell pushing it quickly. Goes back up to Prince, who's left open for 3, and he nails it. That's a second junction 3 for Samuel Prince. That's right about the same spot on the floor where he hit the 3 that he lifted the Rebels past Bio on Tuesday with about 3 seconds left. You leave Prince open for a shot like that, and you got to think he's going to get it. And Matthew Nowell will be called for a reach-in foul against Gage Smith. Nowell's first. Nowell and Thomas come out. Let's see, it's going to be Harkins and Freeney coming in. And Jackson. So you got on the floor Harkins, Freeney, Prince, Jackson, Warren. 40-28, Simpson up by 12. Drive to the basket. Strong drive to the basket by Ben Kennedy. He's able to get it over 2 Rebels. And he gets the 2 points. It makes it 42-28. Ties for the largest lead of the day by 14. Prince will drive and pull up a floater from about 1 foot inside the free throw line. He gets it to go down. 14 points for Prince. Now he is the leading scorer in the ball game. We hit the 5-minute mark. Funches, free throw line extended. Off the back iron, knocked there. Rebound comes right back out to Jenkins. Funches will drive again, and this time he's able to power through 2 Leake defenders. He's used that big frame to keep Freeney at a distance. Puts it up. Once again, back to a 14-point lead. Prince going to Jackson. Back to Freeney. You got 2 guys in the corner over here. You had Harkins and Warren both here. Then it's Harkins who launches a 3, gets his own rebound. He'll drive, stop, get his man up in the air, bounce, pass it back to Warren, and back to Freeney for a reset. Prince receives the pass from Freeney. Prince throws cross court to Harkins. Freeney back to Prince, launches a 3 off the mark. Rebound is touched and tipped over the line into the Leake bench. It was Simpson who last had a finger on the basketball, so it will be Leake's possession with 4:15 to go and a 14-point lead for the Cougars from Mendenhall. Prince to Jackson. Jackson was looking for Major Chandler, cutting to the basket, didn't see him in time. Now Chandler's going to try to drive baseline. The freshman throws it back up to Prince. Now Prince will go in and has it tipped and stolen away. Toby Smith steals it. Forward pass to Funches. Funches will stop and he be called for a travel. No, a foul. Whew. A foul against Freeney, I believe. I thought for sure that was a travel. On the inbounds play, Prince steals it. He'll have a easy layup going coast to coast to the basket, laying it in. 44-32, back to a 12-point lead for Simpson. 16 points for Prince. Toby Smith catches a loose basketball, and he's able to drive baseline, throw up a floater that hits its mark. Boy, Smith is doing some damage off the bench, the freshman. He's got 12 points. Jenkins almost steals it away from Prince, but Rebels get it down to Major Chandler. Chandler wants to go to Jackson, but quickly covered up by Ben Kennedy. Major Chandler. Bring it back to Freeney. Freeney gets double teamed, gets it to Jackson. Now Major Chandler's got an easy cut to the back as he's hitting fouled, pushed from behind. He'll shoot a pair of free throws. It's Ben Kennedy, whistled for the foul. Major Chandler didn't play in the game on Tuesday, did get in the game last night. He made a couple of free throws last night. He's short on that one. He's kind of been dealing with a little bit of an ankle sprain. That one's going to be a little short as well. .257. But still, right at 14 points. Rebels haven't been able to knock much off of that Simpson lead. It's kind of been staying right there for most of the second half as Jenkins launches a 3 from the corner. It is hit off the top of someone's arm. It must have been off of a Leake arm because it's going to stay on that far end of the floor. Jenkins inbounds to Gage Smith. Smith will just pull it from there. Short. Jenkins rebounds. Turn around. Hook shot for 2. 5 points for Jenkins. That's a 16-point lead. That's the largest lead of the ball game for Simpson. Prince gets it in the middle, gives it over to Chandler. Round the horn to Warren for Junction 3. 9 points in the game for Gage Warren. 13-point lead for Simpson. Gage Smith steps out for a long 3. Prince with the rebound. Clock goes under 2 minutes as Prince brings it across the half-court shot. And Gage Warren once again fires another three. He and Prince go up for the rebound, and Prince ends up with it, has it knocked away. Now he throws it back, and it's Funchess who gets it on the steal. Outlet pass forward to Gage Smith. He goes to the basket hard. He can't finish, but he'll be fouled. Foul's going to go against Major Chandler. Minute 44 to go. Smith with 6 points. Hasn't scored yet here in the second half. Smith's first free throw is off the mark. The Cougars really have not shot it well from the line. And Smith is able to make that one. They're shooting a little under 50% in the afternoon. But once again, it's back to a 14-point lead, 49 to 35, 90 seconds to go. Third quarter, Trey Clark's back in the game. He throws across to Tate Edwards. Will send up a long three-point shot. Hits the rim and goes over the side, and it is Chance Funchess. Gives it forward to Smith. Smith back up top to Toby Smith, who drives. He'll go up with another left hand. All right. Start to wonder why Toby Smith was not in the starting lineup, as Matthew Nowell tries to go coast to coast. Can't finish, and then it's a rebound, a outlet pass up to Gage Smith, who does finish for 2 points. 53-35. 18-point lead as there's less than a minute to go. Third quarter. Prince tried to get it on the give and go from Trey Clark, and Funchess stepped in, stole it away, and they were going back up the court. Funchess and Nowell crash into each other, and it'll be a foul against Nowell. It's his second. They're going to get a sub for someone. Major Chandler's going to come in for, maybe for Nowell. No, comes in for Prince, but Funchess' first free throw hits the net, and good. Makes them both. 13 points for the junior Chance Funchess. Matthew Nowell's pass over to Tate Edwards is tipped away by Toby Smith into about the third row of the bleachers. They got Edwards and Nowell exchanging passes. Jackson looking for someone. Major Chandler going to try to go to the basket. Stops, picks up his dribble. Throws it back up top. It is tipped away by Smith. Trey Clark tracks it down. It will be Matthew Nowell going up high, and he'll be called for the travel. Nowell went up, had the ball hit, and when he came back down, he still had a hold to the basketball. Nope. Funchess throws it forward. Buzzer a heave is off the mark. 57-35. One final quarter of play to go. We're back after this here with more Rebel basketball from Boswell Media Sports.
And his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Hey, if you're tired of being cooped up, well, let me suggest that you head down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage. After all, they rule the roost when it comes to being the #1 Big Dutchman dealer in the state. Plus, they carry all the brand names you've come to count on when it comes to your poultry products. Ozark Ag is also proud to be the sole distributor of Casco product line disinfectants. And they have exceptional poultry house service, maintenance, and supplies just waiting for you. So do yourself a favor. Stop feeling all cooped up and get down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Starting the fourth quarter of play, the Rebels are down 57-35. Fourth quarters for Rebel basketball are presented by Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. To start the fourth on the floor for the Rebels, it's Warren, Harkins, Prince, Thomas, and Nowell. Prince leads all scorers in the game with 16. Right behind him is Toby Smith with 14 for the Simpson Academy Cougars. Harkins fires up a three that hits the rim and will not go in, so it's a rebound claimed by Simpson. Simpson just going to try to work some clock here as that pass is tipped away. Matthew Nowell tipped it away, and it will go all the way down right here in front of us. Lucas Thomas tried to run it down, but he could not. Stay with the Cougars. How they're going to inbound it right here in front of the camera. So Funchess loses the handle on it. Goes through his legs, and now he gets it to Gage Smith, who slings a shot across the court to Jenkins. Now back to Funchess, who's just going to hold it. He'll have to move now as the referee had started to count to 5. 6.5 to go. Rebels trailing it 57-35. Jenkins will drive. He'll try to go through, goes up and under, gets his own rebound, comes back with another shot. This time Smith with the tip up. Can't get it to go in. Another opportunity, and he is fouled. It should go against Thomas. It does. It's Thomas's third, and it'll send Gage Smith to the line. Smith 1 out of 2 from the line. He's got 11. Give him 12 because he makes the first. He makes both. 13 points for the junior. Matthew Nowell's going to try to go in all the way, and he puts up a shot. It's off the mark, but Lucas Thomas gets the rebound and cleans it up, puts it back in for 2, 59-37. There's the Matthew Nowell knocks a pass out of bounds. Gage Smith had come open under the goal, but Nowell able to get back in and knock it away, so no easy bucket. Jenkins inbounds it to Kennedy. Kennedy goes up and under, not there. It is Jenkins on the rebound. He's looking for, hand it off to somebody, and it'll be a 3 shot all the way from Bryce Williams. That's his second 3 of the game. That's 8 points for him. 62-37. Now drives and a kick out to Warren, who fires and lands his second triple of the night. 12 points on the junction 3 for Warren. Throw up the floor. Smith, Gage Smith can't hold on to it, and he goes out of bounds. He'll get the ball back to Leake. Prince inbounds it to Nowell, who let it roll about 3/4 up the court. As the Rebels are trailing at 62-40. It's Warren and Nowell up top, exchanging passes. And Prince running the baseline, gives it back up top to Warren. Warren to look over to get a new play from Coach Jason Morgan, and you can see the wheels turning there as Nowell puts up a shot from the free throw line. I think it must not have gotten hit, but someone did make him alter the shot, and it ended up being an air ball. He couldn't get it enough under it, but I thought someone tipped it and it went out of bounds, but apparently no one did, and it is Simpson basketball with 4:45 remaining. Ben Kennedy back up top to Jenkins. You want to hang around for what will be a very quick Ozark Ag postgame as we got to clear out for the next teams to come in here for the championship game. So we're going to have to wrap it up pretty quickly. As Chance Funches drives, alters shot, go up, in, and under. Loose basketball, finally accounted for by Freeney. He throws it up to Harkins. Harkins will drive, stop. Warren open on the wing for a three. Hits off the side of the rim, and it's Funches. Grabs it, slings it forward to Jenkins. Jenkins will try to drive baseline, go up. It is short. Warren with the rebound, pushing it forward to Harkins. Harkins thought about a three in transition, but then he had to stop. Now Warren once again will get a three on the wing, and it hits high off the back iron. Bryce Williams with the rebound for Simpson Academy. 62-40. Been stuck at this score for a little bit. We got some Leake players about to come in. There will be a foul called. I believe that one goes against Jack Harkins. As we do get 4 new players into the ball game. Let's see, Jackson, Major Chandler, Trey Clark, and Tate Edwards come in. Freeney still on the floor for the Rebels. Simpson just trying to eat out some clock. Toby Smith drives and able to put it up. 16 points for the freshman. Transition three is short from Trey Clark. And there'll be a whistle and I believe a timeout. Did we get it? There is a timeout. Yeah, there's a timeout on the floor. We'll stay right here. So we didn't ever see what the call was. So the official was kind of tucked up inside one of the huddles there. And it's not necessarily a timeout for any play's sake. I believe it was just a timeout for the coach, McNulty, to get in a couple of younger guys. So it's one of those situations. The Rebels trail it by 24, 64-40. We'll try to get you the new names of the guys in. Brady McKinney, Calvin Smith, also Wilkes Carter, and Denver Carter. Those are the new players in for the Simpson Cougars. So just get some of the younger guys in, resting some of your starters. There's McKinney. Back over to Carter. It's Denver Carter. Toby Smith still in the game. Drives, spins. No look shot up, and it's going to be a push off the back. Jockeying for position was Calvin Smith, and he's called for a foul, pushing Major Chandler in the back. Two and a half to go. Rebels trying to cut into the lead here. Freeney with a high off the glass shot from the left side is in. Freeney has his first points of the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark, a 2-minute warning, if you will. 22-point deficit for the Rebels, and Coach Morgan going to empty the bench here after the next dead ball. There's a shot, another shot, rebound Smith, and then another shot that goes up. Now there's a foul. I'm not sure exactly who that one goes on. I think it's probably moot at this point, but the Rebels will get, as I said, Coach Morgan going to empty the bench and get in some younger guys. Let's see, we can get those names for you. John David Gill, Warner Young, James Smith, Nolan McCall. I think that is David Savell. Yeah. So there's a loose basketball that goes out of bounds. It'll be stay here with Leake. Savell looking for someone on the inbounds. Needs some help. Nolan McCall can't control it. 90 seconds to play. Jaden Smith checked in for the Simpson Academy Cougars. So there's a long shot by Calvin Smith. So there's 4 Smiths. Rebels get the rebound. Some of the younger guys we mentioned David Savell. Gets it. This Smith reminds me of a conversation I had with David Kellum, the voice of the Rebels. Interviewed him before a football game this year. As the pass is stolen away and there's a whistle, and there'll be a foul. But I was talking to David Kellum about back when he did high school basketball, and he said he was over in the Delta doing a game, and it was 3 guys, Johnson, and Johnson, and they were all back-to-back same numbers, like 3, 4, and 5. So we've got Smith, and Smith, 3, 4, and 5. So very similar situation. I have to text David Kellum and tell him that fun story as the Rebels throw it back. A loose basketball under 40 seconds to play now, and Simpson Academy ends up coming away with it. Get it down low, and then an air ball shot up by Wilkes Carter. It is the Rebels with the rebound. Nolan McCall. Nolan McCall came in last night and got in the scoring column. I think it was Nolan McCall. Now we're going to have Coach McNulty empty his bench even further. 17.9 seconds to go. I'm not even sure if we have some of these guys' names. Let's see, that's a 33. That's a Thomas Jones. That's a Noah Thornton. Fox Groover, great name. And on the steal, it will be a layup in and good for Sly McNulty, the 8th grader, the coach's son. And there'll be a whistle and a foul somewhere in the backcourt. But the Simpson Academy Cougars are going to win this 3rd place game. As there's the inbounds pass. And that will do it. 66-42 is your final. A very quick Ozark Ag postgame show coming your way right after this word from our partners.
Navigate your way to Carthage Collision Center. Easy to find right on Highway 16 in Carthage. The professionals offer exceptional repair services, getting you back on the road in no time. Experience unparalleled customer service coupled with cutting-edge technology. Call us 601-267-4727.
Make a turn towards peace of mind with Carthage Collision Center, where quality meets reliability.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Achoo! Achoo! Bless you, Mama.
Thank you.
Mama, you know that yummy medicine Moore's Pharmacy made for me? I bet they can make you some too.
Well, let me just give them a call.
Moore's Pharmacy is your specialty pharmacy for compounding and compliance packaging. This makes it easier if you take several prescriptions. Be sure to download their RX Local app. This will make your wait time even shorter, if you can believe that. Moore's Pharmacy, your only local independent pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station. Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Like athletes on the road to victory, you can count on T&K Farms Trucking and Land Services to lead the way, and custom work is their specialty. From home sites and driveways, land clearing, forestry mowing, pond and road building, T&K Farms Trucking and Land Services can pave the way to your next project. Looking for gravel, stone, fill, dirt, or sand? T&K Farms Trucking and Land Services has you covered.
T&K Farm and Trucking. Follow them on Facebook or stop by in person just off Highway 25 at 1128 Liberty Road in Louisville. Credit card payments accepted.
Baptist Leake Rural Health Clinics have a variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health. Providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
At Wendy's, you don't need a psychic to tell you your hamburger's gonna taste great.
Excuse me?
Because every square hamburger is a sign you're getting the best.
Did someone say sign?
4 corners of hot and juicy fresh beef that make deliciousness its destiny every time.
Hold on. I'm getting fresh beef.
When you want the best hamburger, square's the beef. Choose wisely.
Choose Wendy's, Dave Single. I am a psychic, after all.
Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Boswell Media Sports.
And welcome into our very quick Ozark Ag postgame show. Your final from the consolation game of the boys bracket. Leake falls to Simpson Academy 66-42. A quick look at your stats. Leading all scorers in the contest, well, tied for the lead, was Samuel Prince. He had 16 for the Rebels. After that, it was Gage Warren with 12, Matthew Nowell with 8, and Lucas Thomas with 4. For Simpson, it was Toby Smith off the bench with 16. 3 players with 13 points. Gage Smith, Colin Jenkins, and Chance Funchess. Bryce Williams had 8 points, and Ben Kennedy had 6 points. So that is a look at the scores there. And, hey, we appreciate you for tuning in all weekend long. Tuesday, a couple of great games. And then we had 2 games last night and 2 games today. So it's been a long weekend for us over here at the 5A North State Tournament. And so what this means moving forward is that the Rebels and Lady Rebels, they will play in the the state tournament. That'll be next week in Gallman, Kapaya Academy. So if I'm my tournament brackets correctly, that both the Rebels and Lady Rebels will play the 1 seeds. Whoever wins the South tournament from the girls and the boys, the Rebels would play those teams in the first round. Not sure when that first round might be, as you know, these things are up in the air, and they can fluctuate. They have to work with schools and everything else. But when those brackets get set, Leake Academy, of course, you'll follow them on the social medias. They will have the information for you. And, of course, we'll have it online for you at Kicks96news.com, Cruisin98news.com. And Praster, Padre, will be back with you. Philip Palmertree, he has had a couple of scheduling conflicts this week and was not able to come over here to Cleveland for the games. I have a buddy that lives in town, and so I was able to just stay here last night, and just kind of worked out for everyone, for me to be able to come over here and do the game. So I appreciate you hanging on and joining me. And also got to say thank you to Billy Steen back at the studio in Kosciuszko. Also, thank you to Gavin White. On Tuesday, he was our camera operator. John Alden Crosby was our camera operator. And yours truly was our camera operator today. So we kind of got to do what you got to do sometimes. But I've got to say thank you to Melissa, Lisa, Laura, Ashley, BMO, everyone there at Boswell Media Sports. Getting us on the air. And it's not done yet for the Rebels. They still have a chance to move on and to play for the state tournament and qualify for overall tournament. So still got a lot to play for, do the Rebels. We also want to say get well to Katie Jones, the leading scorer for the Lady Rebels. She went down with an injury yesterday, and she was on crutches today. She was sitting right over here to our left, and she not putting a lot of weight on that knee, and I didn't get a diagnosis or anything. Not sure if she'll be back next week or not. Obviously don't want to speculate or anything, but definitely want to wish her a speedy recovery. She's a senior, been a heart and soul for the Lady Rebels for a long time, and of course, she wants to play some more, and we know that Rebel fans want to see her play some more. So hopefully next week at the tournament she can get in. But that'll do it. That'll wrap us up from here. Thank you for tuning in all week long for the North State Tournament. For Billy Steen, our entire crew, Breck Riley signing off.